Story Girl, and today I'm coming at you with a crooked. I'm nervous. Today I am coming at you with a big declutter, and the reason why I've been kind of putting this off. I'm gonna film this today, and I need to do this, and then I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to declutter my shoes, or we are going to declutter them together. So hopefully you can see that got a bunch of shoes here. So I only own 9 pairs of shoes, which I know is very few for the average person, especially the average woman. But I've already, over several international moves, I've gotten rid of a lot of shoes, and I'm about to do another international move, and really that packing always puts things into perspective. It's like the push that you need. So I've kind of already known I need to do a little bit of decluttering, but I've been kind of putting it off, just closing the closet door. But I think the time has come. I'm gonna be really authentic here, because this is a little bit hard for me. Even for me, it's not oh my goodness, I'm so detached from my possessions. Definitely not. Pretty sentimental, actually, surprisingly. Anyways, let's get into it. So here we go. I have 9 pairs of shoes, and I'm hoping to get rid of a few. So starting off, we have my really intense winter boots. These are the fur-lined, appropriate for -40. They were really expensive. They're Merrells, waterproof, leather, blah blah blah. I'm definitely keeping these, and I'm taking them with me because I'm going to go to a 4-season climate with harsh winter. So similar to Canada, where I live. So these are coming with me because they're really expensive, and even though they're heavy and they pack a lot, I feel like they're really necessary. So 1 pair. Second pair, just going by what's closest to me. So these are my running shoes, and I got them secondhand. They're Nike high tops, and I really like the high top style. I don't know if you can tell, they're a little bit they're flaking off here, and they're a little bit coming apart. They're not in the greatest condition. I bought them secondhand to begin with, so they're not waterproof anymore. They do leak. So my debate has kind of been, should I take them with me, knowing that I'll probably have to replace them soon-ish, or should I donate them here, leave them behind, and I have more room in my suitcase. But then when I get there, I have to buy new shoes, so I have to spend that money again. So I think for the moment I've decided to keep them. Also for sports, I have no other sports perfect shoes. So alright, that's the second pair. Third pair are my leather Oxfords, and I definitely don't wear these as much as I should, especially this year. They are really good quality shoes. They're real genuine leather. I got them as a gift, and I mostly wear them when I'm teaching, because they're more formal, and they just look nicer, and they're kind of I call them my teaching shoes. But they are really comfortable. I'm gonna keep this because these are my most appropriate semi-formal shoes for teaching. Okay, so this is where it gets really challenging. So these are my Pawns, or my Avarcas. Sorry, everything is dirty. Just being real here. These are my Avarcas. I bought them when I was in Menorca, which was really special because I was visiting a friend who lives in Menorca, and I found these really reasonably priced. They were, I think, 40-something euros, and they're leather, genuine leather. They're handmade in Menorca by local artisans. So these are like obviously summer shoes, and then I have my like standby Birks. So I am a huge Birkenstock person. Like as you can tell, like I really need to clean them. Yeah, I love Birkenstocks. I've worn them for years. I've worn them since like I was 17 years old, and obviously not these exact ones, but like I think this was my third pair over like more than 10 years, so they last a really long time. I love that they are made in Germany. They're ethically made. They're repairable. They're high quality. Like I wouldn't recommend personally. Yeah, I know it's a bit controversial, but I wouldn't recommend personally buying knockoff Birks because the quality is poor. I know Birks are expensive. Like they've really jacked up the price in the last couple of years, but I bought mine in like an outlet store when I lived in Europe, and they were really cheap actually, and like plastic free and everything, so that was really cool. So my conundrum is I have two shoes that are sort of serving the same purpose, and I feel like I should really only have one because they're essentially the same. Like they're summer shoes, they're warm weather shoes.
What's up, YouTube? Okay, so this is Editor D cutting in here. So because the Birkenstocks resemble kind of like a house shoe, or what would be considered in some countries like a house slipper, I think they're not necessarily appropriate for all contexts in like all parts of the world. So in North America, I feel like you can wear Birkenstocks everywhere and people don't necessarily make any comment or they don't really care. But in other parts of the world, when you wear like these open-toed shoes, it can be conceived as not formal or almost like kind of disrespectful because you're not dressing appropriately. So this is why I'm hesitant about the Birkenstocks, and I'm not sure if I could wear them everywhere like I would normally wear them when I'm in North America. So which is why I feel like the Pawns, which are a bit more closed-toed, even though they're still sandals, they kind of cover that cultural appropriateness a little bit more. So I'm not sure if you can relate to this if you live in a country where like there is more dress up culture when you go outside the home, or if open-toed shoes are considered to be really casual. Love to hear your comments below if this is an issue where you are. But anyways, I just want to explain because I feel like I did not explain well in this video. So this is Editor D popping in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's really the debate right now, is to keep them both and then just wear this one like at home, or yeah. However, thankfully these are like pretty small shoes, so they don't take up too much room. So at the moment, I think I'll bring them both with me. But yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see in the future if I don't use one or the other. I might just get rid of one pair, or like donate or pass to a friend. So I think for the moment I'll keep these. I know I'm doing a very poor job decluttering. Okay. So these are really nice leather high heels. They're actually from La Chateau, but like I've had them for a really long time. Like I've had these for I think almost 15 years, and obviously I don't wear them a lot. Like they're much more formal shoes. I just no longer have need to have heels in my closet, and especially high heels. Like in my 20s, I was really, and especially like late teens, like 18, 19, I loved wearing like killer heels. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it, but I no longer see it as so necessary, and I just never wear them anymore unless I'm going to a wedding. But even in that case, I find that they're just uncomfortable. So I think it's just time, even though I love these, even though I've had them for a long time, I think it's just time to let them go and donate them. So I'm going to declutter these, and this is my final pair of high heels. So they are going to be donated. And then I have my two pairs of low heels, or kitten heels. So I have this is a really vintage pair. You can tell, sorry, it's so dirty. You can tell kind of by the sole and by the shape of the heel and also by the logo. They're really classic vintage. I got these from like a vintage seller, and I love them. I really love the color. But then I got these ones like pre-pandemic. I was at a thrift store and I saw these, and I like, they're naturalizers, so they're like really comfortable, and I couldn't like resist buying them. I just couldn't leave them, even though these are essentially the same, like same thing, same function, just different styles. So now I'm going to get rid of one because they're the same. There's different colors and different styles, so I need to really make the decision about which one to get rid of, and it's causing me a lot of stress to make this decision. So yeah, so this one is in really worse condition. Actually, you can see there's some discoloration where like the leather has worn down, and on the heel as well. I think I did try to get it fixed, but it's not great. Like it needs some fixing. So I love both these. I love both the colors, but as I was trying them on and thinking about if I have to get rid of one, which one would it be? What are the pros and cons? Pros for this is it's much more comfortable because the square heel, and also very padded insole because of naturalizer. They put in a lot of padding. So it's pro, and the con is this is much more narrow, a little bit more tippy, not as like really no tread at all, like so slippery. It's really old school. And the cons of this is suede. Like I feel like suede is going to be super hard to keep clean, and I'm not, as you can probably tell, I'm not someone who spends a lot of time cleaning their shoes. I'm too busy living my life, to be honest. So I'm trying to get better at that. If I'm totally honest, I love this one more because this color just gets me. Like as you can tell, I wear more neutral clothing often, like browns, and just this pop of turquoise, even though I love the dusty pink, this pop of turquoise is like really my favorite. So I think what I'm going to do is, once we are no longer in extreme lockdown, I'm going to take these to a cobbler, and I'm going to see if they can restore discolored parts, and if they can make it look newer or refurbish sort of, and see how that goes. And then if they can do that and clean up the scuffs a little bit, then I will keep this one. And this one is nice because I feel like this has a resale value because this is a really good brand. Naturalizer is really popular. Yeah, so I'm slowly making peace with this decision, even though maybe you disagree, but that's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion. And then my last pair of shoes are these like super dirty black ankle boots, like Chelsea boots, and sorry, they're really dirty. Took my friend's dog out and haven't cleaned them yet. But I've had these for 8 years, maybe even longer than that. They're actually UGG, the company UGG, and they're sort of like the Blundstone style, and actually I had these resold in Europe because it all had holes and everything. So I had them resold in Europe for I think like 30 euros, and it's totally worthwhile because it gives the new shoes, it's like they're new again basically. Like the sole is completely redone, and they did a really good job. So I wear these all the time in the fall and the winter, so I'm going to keep these. So far I have gotten rid of 2 pairs of shoes, so I have now 7 pairs left. So I hope you enjoyed my decluttering, even though it was like probably not a very cathartic decluttering because I didn't get rid of that many things. Also, I hope it encourages you to think about having less stuff as well. And I don't have any judgments. You can have as many shoes as you want. I'm not one to say you should or shouldn't have them, but it sometimes does feel like, I feel like for me, the decision fatigue is nice not to have to decide. And then also, really I haven't worn, I bought these maybe a year and a half ago, but then I've only worn them one time for my friend's wedding. I think it just shows me like these are just taking up space in my life. Probably shouldn't have bought them in the first place. But yeah, that's life. I hope you enjoyed this decluttering with me. If you liked it, let me know, because I have to declutter like my whole closet, so I'm kind of scared about it. I mean, yeah. If you want to come along for the journey, let me know. I can film it. Anyways, hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be in focus.